Hi guys, it's Amy. Today is What's in the Bag Part 3, Putters. The newest putter I have is the Honma Tour World Blade type. This is a soft stainless type. I actually surprisingly love the feel of the head. But when I used to play competitively, I used the Odyssey 2-ball putter for the longest time ever. I don't like switching putters that much because then I would have to adjust to new style, so on and so on. After the 2-ball putter, I used this guy, very similar to the 2-ball putter. Same neck design, same Odyssey, same insert for about 2 years. And then I moved on to Honma. So these are my putters. This is just different neck I want to show you. Okay, so just a couple of things. The number one thing I look at when I pick putters is the neck. Let me show you. See how all three of my past putters have the same style neck? This, we call it the crank neck, or nowadays they call it full shaft with offset. I don't know what the difference is, but this is what I prefer. This really helps me align my club head perfectly square. It's just like boom, square, right? Somehow these angles on the neck, I guess, help me square it up. And then I have this example. Aimee Park used to use this putter when she was, playing the hottest. Double bend neck, or we used to call it the goose neck because it looks like a goose neck, right? This one kind of throws me off. I really don't like this one. Everybody's different when it comes to preference, but the shaft tends to sit kind of backwards in my eyes, and it's really hard for me to set up the face square every single time. And then there's another putter where the shaft goes into the head directly. That's called the center shaft. Center shaft, I don't like the feel of it when it hits at impact. It's probably because compared to the crank neck, the center shaft is over here, so you would catch the ball way earlier than what I'm used to. So with the crank neck, I feel like I can stroke through with confidence and the ball hits slightly delayed, whereas the center shaft, when I'm confidently stroking through, it hits a little earlier and I get a little bit thrown off and it feels a little too firm, so I prefer the crank neck for sure. So that's the number one thing I look at when I get putters. And number two is the material of the head. I prefer the softer feeling at impact as opposed to kind of firm. When it's soft, I feel like I can stroke with a little more confidence and speed through the ball. That way, I have more chances of actually putting past the hole, and I make more putts that way. When I feel like it comes off a little too hot, I tend to decelerate, or the face shakes a little bit because I'm a little bit uneasy with that hard, firm feeling. So that's number two. And number three thing is the weight of the head. So I don't like it super heavy because if it's heavy, it's good on slow greens, but on fast greens, it's really hard to make softer contact with heavy head. And if it's too light now, the club head can kind of wobble around during the stroke, so I prefer kind of medium weight in the head. So those are three things I really pay attention to. And then of course, there's the face balance and toe balance. This one. The one I'm using currently, the Tour World Blade type, the toe points downward a little bit more as opposed to the 2-ball over here. So this one makes a little bit bigger of an arc, and this one travels more straight back and straight through. I used to prefer this, but I don't play as much. So I really wanted to go with something with a sleeker, more prettier design. That's why I moved away from mallets. And I really do like how it looks. So I would give up the face balance for just the looks. Okay, so there's a lot of detail on the putters. Please let me know what kind of putters you prefer, and just do trial and error, try out different putters. You can't even go get fitted. I always strongly suggest getting fitted, but if you're not interested in that, trial and error, use different putters and figure out what you like. And that way, when you have a putter you're confident with, now you can make all the putts. That way you can have more fun on the golf course, right? If you have more questions on equipment, please come to my website's Ask Aimee section. Leave your questions and comments there. Get back to you guys on that. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.